of you. Students, are you back? So we saw that various biocontrol agents are utilized, such as ladybird beetle against aphids, dragonfly against mosquito larvae. Similarly, one group of viruses, nucleopolyhedrovirus, this is the genus amongst the various virus. One of the member of that called baculovirus. These viruses are called baculoviruses. They are very important, very important biocontrol agents. They attack the insects and other arthropods. They damage whom? Insects and some other arthropods. One of the example is the silkworm larva. Many others can be there. Now, what they can do is they can attack this insect larvae and the other such organisms and kill them literally. They are very species specific. ये important point आप understand करो. Species specific क्या होता है? When you release them out of the given varieties of larvae and insects and other organisms, researchers have revealed that they can kill only certain varieties of organisms only. So first of all, they will not work indiscriminately killing so many varieties of insects. Only particular varieties of insects which are our target, they will all only be killed by their action. We call it as the species specific viruses or species specific biocontrol agents. They're extensively used in IPM. What's the full form of IPM? I have already mentioned. IPM का full form क्या होता है? Integrated Pest Management. Yes, correct. Okay. और यहाँ पे जो polyhedro term है उसका meaning होता है a solid with many plane faces. Okay, a solid with many plane faces. जैसे देखिए जैसे डायमंड होता है ना, डायमंड में कैसे होता है, उसकी सरफेस पे प्लेन फेसिस आते हैं. सो दैट इज अ पॉलीहेड्रल स्ट्रक्चर. सो ऐसे ये भी पॉलीहेड्रल स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं. सी nucleopolyhedrovirus example baculovirus. They are spreaded on the leaves, eaten up by the larvae, reach into the larva midgut over there. From there, they carry out infection into the epithelial cells of larvae. And from there, they spread into the other body cells, causing secondary infection over there. And finally, in this process, the infection keeps spreading, and ultimately it kills the larva. How many of you could understand this? How many of you could understand this? You spread the polyhedrovirus, nucleopolyhedrovirus, example baculovirus, on the surface of leaf. From that, while eating the leaf, the larvae will feed upon them. They go into the alimentary canal. Then after, enter into the midgut epithelium cells. From there, they go into the other cells of the body. That's a secondary infection. And this is how infection keeps spreading and ultimately kills the, pathogen, or you can say the larva of the pest organism. Similarly, there is another one, that is a fungus called trichoderma. Fungus named as trichoderma, a free living fungus, very common in the root system. Effective biocontrol agents on several plant pathogens. बहुत सारे plant pathogens को control करते हैं ये fungus, that is called as trichoderma. Another one, Bacillus thuringiensis, a bacterium. You must have seen such larvae on the surface of leaf and eating away the parts of leaves, isn't it? You can see that the parts of leaves are eaten up by these kind of larvae and causing a lot of damage to the plant over there. These are mainly bollworms. So these caterpillars, bollworm caterpillars, they cause a lot of damage to the cotton plant, particularly the cotton plant. Its leaves are severely damaged by the caterpillars of this bollworm. How to control them? That's a big issue, big problem over there. Similar mechanism, the way the baculoviruses were released on the surface of leaves and then eaten up by the caterpillars and then going into the midgut, causing damage to these organisms. Look at this mechanism. Let us understand that. The name of the bacterium is Bacillus thuringiensis. Whenever we write down the scientific name, we must underline this one. It's one variety of bacteria. It's a bacterium. In its genome, it possesses, in its genetic material, it possesses one gene which is called as cry gene. Of course, the cry gene is present in its plasmid, not in that main genome. This cry gene has a capacity to produce one protein named as cry protein. Protein's name is cry protein. It stands for crystalline toxin protein, a crystalline protein that is toxic in nature. It is called endotoxin material. Whenever we spread this cry protein on the surface of the leaf, let's say that there is a leaf. On this leaf, there are caterpillars over there. And on the same leaf, you are spreading this toxin that is known as cry protein, crystalline protein. The caterpillars will feed upon them. Naturally, it will be eaten up by the caterpillar. Then the material goes to the midgut. There it will bind with the epithelial cells of the midgut, causing damage to them. Lysis of the cell. Literally, these cells burst off. And this punctures the wall of alimentary canal. Alimentary canal में pores हो जाते हैं. And that finally leads to death of that larva. That larva will be killed over there, literally. Simple. How many of you could understand what I have mentioned? How does this work? This means the Bacillus thuringiensis as a biocontrol agent. That is what I have explained to you. BT is a short form of Bacillus thuringiensis. Which kind of microbe it is? It is a bacterium. Which is that special gene present in its plasmid? That is called cry gene. Which is the product of that cry gene? Cry gene produces a crystalline protein named as cry protein. In short, it is the endotoxin material. What happens to this cry protein when it is eaten up by the caterpillar? So first of all, farmer has to spread this cry protein on the leaves. These leaves, when they are eaten up by the pest, that is the larvae of the caterpillar of these bollworms, when they eat the leaves, along with that, what goes inside is endotoxin. It binds with their midgut epithelial cells, damages them, punctures the alimentary canal wall, and that animal cannot survive. So it will be killed. That larva will be killed over there. That is how it affects. Well, the mechanism of causing damage to the larva is in two different ways it is managed. One is that simple one is that the dried spores are available in sachet. छोटे छोटे pouches में dried spores होते हैं इसके Bacillus thuringiensis के. They are mixed with the water and are spread on the vulnerable plants. Vulnerable plants means those plants which are normally attacked by these caterpillars of the bollworms. Example, fruit trees and Brassicaceae family plants over there. So when you spray this dried spores which are mixed with water, the bacteria will germinate and they will keep secreting the cry protein on the surface of these leaves. Second is very interesting arrangement. That's the use of genetic engineering. Simply what we have done is that we have taken a cotton plant. In this we have introduced a cry gene that is obtained from whom? BT. BT stands for Bacillus thuringiensis. उसका जीन इसमें इंट्रोड्यूस कर दिया तो ये बन गया BT cotton. A genetically modified organism जो एक्चुअली बैक्टीरिया का जीन था वो हमने उसको किस में इम्प्लांट और इंस्टॉल कर दिया? कॉटन में. So instead of remaining as a normal traditional conventional cotton plant, it is the genetically modified cotton plant named as BT cotton. BT cotton में खुद अपने आप ये जीन्स होते हैं तो वो क्या secrete करता रहेगा? What it will keep secreting? क्या secrete करेगा वो plant of cry protein? So you don't need to spray anything on it on its own. Since birth, it will keep producing cry protein. So since birth, it is resistant against any such larval attack. So it's a pest resistant variety that we are developing in genetic engineering field over there. This was the list of biocontrol agents over there. Have you understood the same? Do you have any question on the same? Okay, you are saying no. Fine. If I ask you, what is the definition of biocontrol? Who will unmute and speak about what is biocontrol? And the whole topic which I mentioned and explained, use of microbes as a biocontrol agents, but you don't know what is a biocontrol agent and what is a biocontrol. That's an interesting one. Yes, Dhruti, start.
Am I audible, sir?
Yep.
It is a one kind of in agriculture. There is a method of controlling pests that relies on natural production rather than on the chemicals. It is one of the natural methods for controlling the pest on the agriculture.
Absolutely correct. To control the plant diseases and plant pests, the natural methods are being utilized instead of use of synthetic chemicals. That is called as biocontrol method. And the organisms that are put in use in a biocontrol are known as biocontrol agents over there. Correct. Number one, I give me the combinations one by one. First combination which I mentioned, that was about which one? Which was the first combination used? Of a prey and predator. Which was that combination? Ladybird beetle to control the aphids. Aphids being the pest organism that is to be controlled. So its predator, that is a ladybird beetle, is gonna be used over here. To control the mosquito larvae, what is being used? Dragonflies. Which viruses are extensively used in integrated pest management as a species-specific biocontrol agents? Baculovirus, absolutely correct. They belong to the genus called Nucleopolyhedrovirus. Their victims, their obviously they are virus, so they are not the predator and others are not prey. Here we are using the other relationship, that is the host and parasite relationship. So they are the parasite, and which are the host that are to be damaged by them? Arthropods and insects that are pests in our fields. We're gonna control them. Species specific approach का meaning क्या होता है? That a given baculovirus can damage only particular species of the arthropod or insect, not others are damaged by the activity of the same. Acha, in this biocontrol agent, which fungus is extensively utilized? Trichoderma, the free living fungus. It infects which part of the roots, the plant over there? Its infection would be there in which part of the plant body? Root system, and there it will act as the effective biocontrol agent against the several plant pathogens. But the most extensively used bacterium in the field of biocontrol agent, which is that one? Bacillus thuringiensis. कैपिटल बी लिखना पड़ता है, हाँ, Bacillus thuringiensis. You all are writing the correct spelling. That means you all are seeing the notes or textbook. From there you are writing this thing. Anyways, it's at least spelling is correct. Okay. This organism, it has got specific gene. What is the name of that gene in its plasmid, which makes it as an effective biocontrol agent? Yes, cry gene. What is the product of this cry gene? Cry protein. If it is taken in, eaten up along with the leaf, if it is eaten up by the bollworm larvae, what will happen to the, which part of the alimentary canal will be perforated or damaged? Midgut. सी वहां का जो पीएच होता है, अल्कलाइन पीएच में वो क्रिस्टल में से सॉल्युबल बन जाता है और वो बाइंड करता है मिडगट सेल्स को और पंक्चर कर देता है वॉल ऑफ एलिमेंट्री कैनाल को. दिस किल्स द लार्वा, whereas other insects will remain harmless, unharmed over there. Either it is spreaded by spraying. The sachets are available with the dry spores of this bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis. Put them in water, activate them, and spray them on the leaves. There they will keep secreting this cry protein. And second is installing this gene of cry protein, the cry gene, straight away into the genome of cotton plant. So when the plant will grow, its leaf cells, all cells of the body will have this. Leaf cells will secrete it, and there it becomes safe. This is the resistant variety called BT cotton over there. वैसे तो BT brinjal होता है, BT tomato होता है, BT cotton होता है. Varieties of plants are converted to pest resistant, genetically modified varieties over there. Well, one small topic is left, that is about microbes as biofertilizers. We would see it on Monday. If you have any question related to the remaining part, what we have seen today, you ask. May stop recording, ma'am.